As an intermediate in French, there's a good chance you know all about je dois for saying I have to, and you're getting to grips with the awkward expression il faut que. If that's you, allow me today to introduce you to how to say things like you just have to click that button and all that's left to do is. If that sounds useful and interesting to you, continuez à regarder. Du coup, si vous êtes prêts, allez, c'est parti. Salut tout le monde and welcome back to French in Plain Sight. Moi, c'est Alex, and if you're new here, I'm an English guy who learned French as an adult, and now I pass on my knowledge and experience to you from my home in the sunny south of France. I teach you grammatically correct French with a healthy dose of pragmatism because real-life French is often more flexible with the rules. Alors, the first term to tell you about today is il suffit de plus the infinitive of a verb. I think of this as you just need to plus the verb you want to use, or simply plus infinitive and then the action you want to say. I come across this one when listening to or reading instructions, most of the time. Après avoir téléchargé la mise à jour du système, il suffit de redémarrer votre appareil. Après avoir téléchargé la mise à jour du système, il suffit de redémarrer votre appareil. After downloading the system update, simply restart or reboot your device. Il suffit de cliquer sur le bouton dans le coin inférieur droit pour terminer. Simply click on the button in the bottom right corner to finish. It's an expression which only conjugates with the impersonal pronoun il, just like il y a, il faut que, and il fait beau for the weather. And the verb is suffire, which translates literally to suffice. I also sometimes see it with a pronoun to refer to the specific person that needs to perform the action. Il vous suffit de remplir le formulaire et de signer en bas. Il vous suffit de remplir le formulaire et de signer en bas. You just need to fill out the form and sign at the bottom. And it's de signer because it's an abbreviation of il vous suffit de signer. No need to repeat that first bit. Next are three that are all related because they all use the verb avoir, and each one is slightly more complex than the last, so make sure you don't skip ahead. First up, we have avoir plus un nom, or a noun, plus a plus infinitif, or the infinitive of a verb. Essentially, and I'm probably oversimplifying it, this is an alternative to using devoir, i.e. je dois. Its structure is just different. For example, j'ai du travail à faire ce soir is the same or equivalent as je dois faire du travail ce soir. It's pretty straightforward to get our anglophone heads around this because j'ai du travail à faire translates word for word to I have some work to do. Tu m'as dit que tu avais des vidéos à exporter et qu'ensuite tu serais libre. Tu m'as dit que tu avais des vidéos à exporter et qu'ensuite tu serais libre. You told me that you had some videos to export and then you'd be free. Like in English, this structure of avoir plus nom plus a plus infinitif has two meanings. One, to express obligations, as we've just seen, and the other, to express availability or possibility, I guess. Il a des choses à boire chez lui. Il a des choses à boire chez lui. He's got things to drink at his place. Depending on the context, it could be that he's obliged to drink those things, or that he's got them and so can make them available to us as his friends. Kicking up the complexity one or two notches, we have n'avoir qu'à plus infinitif. N'avoir qu'à plus infinitif. So you have the verb avoir wrapped in ne que, which is contracted to N apostrophe and QU apostrophe because they're followed by vowels. Ne que means only, or in this case, just, and combined with avoir, we get to just have to. It's almost identical in meaning to il suffit de, but I hear it in different contexts. Il suffit de seems more formal, hence why I hear it in instructions, whereas n'avoir qu'à I hear out loud in conversations. I heard it first in a restaurant with a group of friends. We were getting impatient and one suggested, si on veut commander, on n'a qu'à appeler le serveur. Si on veut commander, on n'a qu'à appeler le serveur. If we want to order, we just have to call the waiter over. And now, if we make our final jump in complexity, we add the negation word plus into the mix to get n'avoir plus qu'à plus infinitif. N'avoir plus qu'à plus infinitif. Quite the mouthful, but I'll walk you through it. First, it can be thought of as another translation of I just have to, but it's often more than that as well. Think of it as all that's left for me to do is to plus the action that you've got left to do. The emphasis is really on the fact that it's the very last thing in a series of things to do. Maintenant que tout le travail est fait, je n'ai plus qu'à profiter du temps en famille. Maintenant que tout le travail est fait, je n'ai plus qu'à profiter du temps en famille. Now that all the work is done, all that's left for me to do is to enjoy the time with family. Tu as besoin d'aide? Ah, c'est gentil, mais non, j'ai préparé tous les ingrédients et on n'a plus qu'à les laisser cuire dans la casserole. Do you need any help? That's kind, but no, I've prepared all the ingredients and all that's left to do is let them cook in the pan. Voilà, there you have it. How to say just have to in 4 different ways. We saw il suffit de in 2 flavors, avoir quelque chose à faire, n'avoir qu'à faire quelque chose, and n'avoir plus qu'à faire quelque chose. Of course, this has just been a high-level introduction, so don't worry about rewatching it several times. And try to make your own sentences in the comments section. I'll read them and get back to you. If you want to go further with your French, check out my free guide to speaking French with more confidence, or head over to my website to check out the different resources I have on grammar. Links to those are down in the description of the video. Merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé tout le monde. Il vous suffit de cliquer sur le bouton j'aime si cette vidéo vous a plu. À la prochaine. Ciao, ciao. But click that like button.